Why are small noses a beauty norm? You guessed it, racism, patriarchy, and capitalism. So why do we have such a variety of noses in the first place? It's an adaptation to the variety of climates our ancient ancestors had. And small noses were particularly useful if you were from a very cold environment. Think about breathing in all that cold air. And as with everything in humanity, once you have variety, we created hierarchies. But interestingly enough, the aesthetic of what was the best nose was very different over time and across the world. For women in Europe, for example, beauty often meant you looked very young. And so that meant having large eyes, but a small nose made you look even younger. And the surgical world, starting in 1887, was able to ensure that people could have these tiny little button noses. But it's not just women who got rhinoplasties, men as well. And oftentimes these surgeries took away ethnic features. It allowed people to pass from whatever ethnic origin they had to being generally white. And why was the small nose the general white feature when many people who are ethnically European had large noses? You can thank mass media. Both film and magazines showed women in the 20th century who were so modern and elegant and had a very specific tiny nose. One that was particularly common amongst people who were ethnically Northern European. The tiny nose was cemented as the ideal of beauty because that aesthetic was pushed by media. It started impacting cultures around the world. And in capitalism, any chink in our esteem is quickly exploited, hence the crazy makeup industry about contouring our noses and the enormous rhinoplasty industry. Which is why I love it when people embrace their difference